Your person is sad because who they chose over you turned out to be. My beloved child. Don't skip this. The moment you opened this, a wave of truth started unfolding around your life. The person who once turned their back on you is finally realizing what they lost, and it's breaking them from the inside out. They tried to convince themselves that the choice they made was better, that walking away from you was strength, not regret. But heaven saw the moment they started missing your voice, your calm, your patience, and now the universe is forcing them to face the mirror they've been avoiding. Stay till the end, because what's coming next will make you feel everything they never said. They thought the person they chose would heal the emptiness they carried after you. But instead, that person mirrored their own wounds back at them. The laughter faded, the promises shattered, and they finally realized that your absence was the loudest silence they'd ever known. Archangel Michael says, their karma has arrived. The one they left you for was never meant to stay. That relationship was a divine illusion designed to teach them what true love actually felt like, your love. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Now they sit in the same place where you once cried, asking heaven why they feel so empty even when they have everything they thought they wanted. The meals taste colder, the music feels heavy, and every familiar scent reminds them of you. They scroll through their phone, tempted to call, but guilt freezes their hands. Don't skip, my child. Something huge is waiting for you. The tables are turning quietly, but powerfully. While they break down over what they destroyed, heaven is aligning your destiny with something they can only dream of now, peace, purpose, and someone who will never make you beg to be seen. They've been trying to reach out to your energy through songs, through mutual friends, through sudden coincidences. But you've outgrown their vibration. What used to hold you now feels like a distant echo, one you've already forgiven, but no longer need. Their friends can see the regret in their eyes. Every time your name is mentioned, their heart skips. They try to act unaffected, but everyone around them notices how your presence still controls the room, even when you're not there. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Something divine is happening behind the scenes. Heaven has taken your tears and turned them into proof that love built on lies never lasts. The person who replaced you has shown their true colors: selfishness, jealousy, manipulation, everything that made your ex realize what real love truly was. Now, they cry silently at night, whispering your name in the dark. They replay your old conversations, trying to remember the way you used to make them feel safe, understood, alive. But it's gone now. You were the light they dimmed when they followed temptation. Don't skip. Because soon, this person will contact you. Not for closure, but because their world has collapsed without your forgiveness. They'll say it was destiny, that they finally understand who you were, but by then, your energy will already belong to something higher. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself. You are about to witness the moment they return, not as the one who left, but as the one who finally sees what they destroyed. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The one they chose over you has now turned against them. Secrets have been exposed, lies have surfaced, and betrayal has become their new teacher. The very thing they did to you, it's now happening to them. Divine justice has arrived, silently, yet perfectly timed. You don't have to say a word. Heaven is already showing them what life feels like when you lose someone who truly loved you. Every tear you cried has been returned to them tenfold, every sleepless night replayed in their world now. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. The person who once broke you is now the one praying for your forgiveness. But your path is not about revenge, it's about rebirth. You were never meant to chase closure, you were meant to become someone they could never reach again. They scroll through your photos in secret, heart aching, wondering if they could ever undo what they did. But destiny doesn't rewind. It only reveals. Type Amen to get blessing 666. My beloved child, your silence has become your greatest power. What used to drain you now empowers you. They underestimated how much strength you'd gain from the very pain they caused. You've evolved, and that's why they can't stop thinking about you. Every day, they sense your absence differently. It's no longer just quiet, it's punishment. The person they once flaunted proudly is now showing them the same neglect they once gave you. The universe doesn't forget balance. Don't skip this part. Because you're about to see signs, repeating numbers, sudden dreams, strange coincidences, all reminding you that your healing was not unnoticed. You're not behind, you were being refined. Heaven has preserved your heart for something divine. Archangel Michael says, let them witness your peace. Your glow is your revenge. Your success is the apology they'll never stop giving in their mind. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You were never their loss, they were yours. The world is slowly showing them the reality they tried to escape. Every place they visit reminds them of you, the coffee shop, the playlist, the perfume in the air. It's haunting, yet poetic. They told people they were fine. But the truth? They're breaking inside. The person they chose is emotionally distant, selfish, and cold. They thought they could recreate your warmth elsewhere, but they've learned, love like yours only comes once. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. The moment you stopped waiting, heaven started preparing someone real. This new connection will understand you in ways that person never could. This time, you'll be loved without needing to prove your worth. Their biggest fear is now your reality, that you no longer care. And nothing hurts more than realizing your absence is permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Now, they're trying to fix their mistakes by watching your glow up from afar. They see you smiling, achieving, laughing again, and it crushes them. Because deep down, they know they could have been part of it. They regret believing gossip, they regret doubting you, they regret chasing temporary attention instead of lasting love. Their new relationship has become a mirror of their worst choices, unstable, fake, unfulfilling. Don't skip, my child. The more they lose peace, the more heaven restores yours. You're being elevated. The universe is rewriting your story in a way that leaves no room for their shadow. Everything they took from you will return multiplied. Archangel Michael says, your pain was the seed. Now comes the harvest. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The truth is, they never stopped loving you, they just didn't understand your worth until it was too late. They tried to forget you through distractions, but love doesn't fade that way. Every new face only reminded them more of what they lost. They even try to convince others they're happy, but heaven hears their private confessions. They still talk about you in their sleep, they still dream of your forgiveness, and they still check if you've moved on. But what they don't know is, your peace is the biggest closure they'll ever receive. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. The person meant for you is being guided by angels toward your path. Someone who will hold your heart the way that person never did. Your love story isn't over, it's just shifting to a divine chapter. Soon, they will see you loved the way they were supposed to love you, and that will be their biggest lesson from heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. My beloved child, heaven has witnessed your growth. The pain you endured has shaped you into someone untouchable, radiant, and rare. You no longer seek validation, you are the validation. Archangel Michael says, your story is no longer about heartbreak, but redemption. What was once your ending has become your elevation. The person who betrayed you is now your silent admirer, realizing too late that their biggest mistake was losing you. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. Because before this month ends, you will receive a sign, a message, a dream, or a familiar name that will confirm your closure. When it happens, smile. It means heaven has officially turned your pain into power. And if you feel it deep down, your miracle season has already begun. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved child. Don't skip this part. Because what's coming next is the closure you never thought you'd get, wrapped in divine timing. Heaven is allowing them to feel the exact emptiness they once left you with. They are being shown what true loss feels like, and every heartbeat is echoing your name through their guilt. They look at your pictures now with trembling hands, afraid of the memories that flood their mind. Every smile you shared now cuts deep into their heart like a reminder of the peace they threw away. They can't sleep without thinking about how different life would be if they had stayed loyal to you. Don't scroll away. Something huge is waiting for you. You might even receive an unexpected message soon, one that begins with, I'm sorry. Not for sympathy, but because the weight of their regret has finally become unbearable. They once made you feel replaceable, but now they know, you were the rarest soul they could ever meet. The one who truly cared when no one else did. The one who would have walked through storms for them, while they ran after shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Archangel Michael says, this person is now being haunted by the same silence they forced on you. Every quiet moment screams your name, every song reminds them of your heart, and every morning feels incomplete without your presence. They pretend to move on, but heaven knows they're breaking inside. They tried to numb their pain through distractions, parties, people, smiles, but nothing filled the void. Because love that pure, that honest, doesn't fade. It imprints itself into the soul. And yours has left a mark they can't erase. Don't skip, my child. The moment of divine reversal has already started. While they sit in confusion, you're walking into peace. While they replay the past, you're preparing for your new beginning. What they thought was the end of your story was actually your resurrection. Their new partner's mask has fallen. The lies, the arguments, the jealousy, all of it exposed. What once looked like a dream has become a slow collapse. They now understand the value of what they threw away, you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. They've started realizing how deeply they wronged you. Even small things remind them of the kindness you gave effortlessly. The way you spoke softly when they were angry, the way you understood without explanations, the way you loved without conditions, they miss it all now. But it's too late. Heaven has sealed that chapter for your protection. You may feel their energy trying to reconnect, through dreams, sudden memories, or strange emotions, but that's not your heart anymore. That's their unfinished karma reaching out for forgiveness. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. Because what's next for you is far greater than the apology you're owed. It's the peace you've prayed for, arriving through blessings that replace every broken piece they left behind. Archangel Michael says, let them see your silence as your answer. You no longer owe them your voice. You owe yourself your peace. And heaven has heard that choice loud and clear. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Now they're starting to lose everything they used to boast about. The fake love, the temporary attention, the people who only cared for their benefits, all of it is fading. What's left is their guilt, raw and consuming. They replay the moment they walked away from you again and again. The words they said, the pride they held, the tears they ignored, all haunt them now. The one they chose is gone, and what remains is the emptiness they created for themselves. Don't skip, because your name will soon reach their lips again, but not through gossip or anger. Through confession. Through remorse. Through realization. You are the one who taught them what real love felt like, and they'll never feel it again. My beloved child, heaven says your tears weren't wasted. They were water for the garden of miracles that's now blooming in your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. The divine timeline has shifted. You no longer walk with pain, you walk with power. Every heartbreak, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt, all of it built the strength they now envy. They can feel your energy rising, and it terrifies them. You are glowing in ways they never expected. Your success, your peace, your confidence, it's like sunlight after a storm. And every time they see you moving on, it reminds them of the love they didn't protect. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because heaven is not only restoring your heart, it's rewarding your endurance. What was meant to destroy you has become the foundation of your elevation. Archangel Michael says, you were never rejected, only redirected. And now, that redirection is leading you straight into divine love, someone new, someone meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. They tried to erase you, but now they can't erase the consequences. Their new partner turned out to be the test they failed. Lies upon lies, betrayal upon betrayal, heaven made sure they would taste the same poison they once poured into your cup. You don't have to lift a finger. Karma is gentle, yet exact. It doesn't destroy, it teaches. And now, they're the student of their own decisions, learning how painful it feels to lose someone irreplaceable. Don't skip, my child. You're about to see something beautiful unfold, not revenge, but redemption. The universe is about to display your glow in front of those who doubted you. You'll rise higher than ever, while they silently wish they'd chosen differently. Their tears now carry your name. Their regrets echo through sleepless nights. Their heart longs for your forgiveness, but you've already been lifted too high for them to reach. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. My beloved child, listen carefully. What you're feeling right now, that calm, that detachment, that quiet confidence, is not indifference. It's divine peace. It means the lesson has completed its cycle. The past can no longer hurt you. They will soon face you again, whether through a dream, a message, or a random encounter. But this time, you'll see it clearly, you've grown, and they've stayed the same. You no longer need closure, because your healing has already given it to you. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Your next chapter is not about looking back, it's about stepping into what's been waiting while you healed. A new connection is forming, one that mirrors your energy, respects your soul, and honors your worth. Archangel Michael says, "What's coming is divine justice dressed as love." Type Amen to get blessing 1818. They thought choosing someone else would make them forget you. But now, every sunrise reminds them of what they lost. The new person failed to understand their soul the way you did. The conversations feel forced, the emotions feel shallow, it's all a painful reminder that true love can't be replaced. Their heart feels heavy whenever your name is mentioned. Even their closest friends notice how their eyes change when your memory returns. They pretend to have moved on, but their soul knows it hasn't. Don't skip this. Something huge is waiting for you. Heaven is about to restore what was unfairly taken. You'll be blessed so abundantly that even those who broke you will bless your name in silence. Your story is not one of loss anymore. It's one of divine recovery. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. My beloved child, heaven says it's time to let go with gratitude. The person who hurt you is now living their lesson. The one who replaced you has shown them the truth. Love built on lies will always collapse. You've risen above pain, and now, joy will find you effortlessly. The angels are guiding a new energy into your life, someone aligned with your heart, someone who sees your soul the first time and never looks away. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. When you least expect it, you'll feel a shift. A sign, maybe a feather, a song, a message at the exact right time, will tell you, the cycle is complete. You've passed the test. And when that moment comes, smile. Because heaven's justice is perfect. My beloved child. Don't skip this moment. You have no idea how much the universe has been preparing behind the scenes for you. The pain that once felt like a punishment was actually a divine cleansing. The one who betrayed you became the trigger for your transformation. Now that person sits in silence, watching everything you've become. They scroll through your pictures, realizing the glow on your face isn't just light, it's freedom. You've broken the chains they thought would keep you small. And that's why they can't stop thinking about you. Every night, they wish they could rewind time, go back to when you were still waiting, still believing, still open-hearted. But heaven says no. That chapter has been sealed with divine gold, not to protect them, but to protect you. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. Because what's next isn't about the person who left, it's about the one heaven is sending. Someone mature, loyal, and destined to treat you like the treasure you are. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Their friends have started noticing how much they've changed. The laughter that once came easily now hides behind forced smiles. The energy that once filled the room now feels empty. Because when you lose someone sent by heaven, the world starts feeling dull. They try to ignore your energy, but the signs keep chasing them. Every random place reminds them of you, the smell of coffee, a certain song, even the way the wind moves through the trees. They know they can't escape it. The universe keeps whispering your name into their guilt. Archangel Michael says, let them remember. Every sleepless night they have now is heaven's way of showing them what your silence costs. You were the calm in their chaos, and now chaos is all they know. Don't skip this. Because as their life falls apart in slow motion, yours is coming together piece by piece, aligned, strong, unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The truth is, they thought love would be easier elsewhere. They thought passion could replace peace. They thought beauty could replace loyalty. But now, they've learned, everything they chased was temporary, and everything they left behind was eternal. They see you shining now, glowing with self-respect and faith. And it breaks them. Because they realize, you didn't just survive, you thrived. You didn't just heal, you evolved. You became everything they said you couldn't be, and more. Don't skip, my child. Heaven is turning your story into living proof that no betrayal can destroy divine purpose. You were the lesson they'll never forget, and the miracle you're about to receive will silence every doubt that ever crossed your path. Archangel Michael says, your name is being spoken in rooms of favor. You're being mentioned for blessings, promotions, and breakthroughs beyond what you've imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. They might still watch your life from afar, hoping for a sign that you miss them. But what they see now is your glow, not forced, not fake, just real peace. And that peace burns them more than your anger ever could. You see, heaven rewrote your script while they were busy choosing wrong. The story they thought ended in heartbreak has become your victory chapter. The one they replaced you with is now the mirror showing them who they really are, selfish, impatient, and lost. Don't skip this. Something huge is waiting for you. The universe is about to reward your patience publicly. The same way you were embarrassed privately, you'll be honored openly. My beloved child, hold on. Because what's coming next isn't just love, it's restoration. The type that wipes away every tear and replaces it with laughter that echoes through eternity. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Their world has started to crumble. The lies, the fake promises, the shallow connection, it's all collapsing. They can't understand why everything is falling apart, but heaven knows. It's divine correction. Every deceit, every manipulation they ignored is returning to them tenfold. Meanwhile, your path is clear. You no longer seek revenge. You've outgrown the need for explanations. You've entered the stage of divine silence, the kind that scares your enemies and attracts blessings. Archangel Michael says, this silence is your shield. It's what's protecting you from being pulled back into their chaos. Heaven's energy is surrounding you now, guiding you into spaces that vibrate only with truth and love. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Within days, you'll notice a shift, opportunities aligning, hearts opening, and miracles flowing. That's your divine confirmation that you've passed the final test. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. My beloved child, this is the moment heaven had been preparing you for. The person who chose someone else has finally learned that love can't be found in deception. They're living the same loneliness they once caused you, realizing that real love was never about excitement, it was about peace. Now, heaven is writing your redemption arc. You'll soon experience the kind of love that never leaves, never doubts, never replaces. The kind that sees your soul and stays. This is your divine reward for staying kind, even when you had every reason to turn cold. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. You'll feel it soon, in your chest, in your dreams, in the sudden calm that washes over you. That's heaven whispering, it's done. You're free. Archangel Michael says, the tables have turned. Let grace speak now. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. They will soon see you somewhere, maybe online, maybe in person, and realize it's truly over. You won't look the same. You won't sound the same. You'll carry the light of someone reborn. And in that moment, they'll know, they lost someone who could have changed their entire life. They'll try to reach out, but the timing will betray them. Because heaven will make sure your new blessing arrives first, a love that honors you, friendships that protect you, and doors that open effortlessly. You're about to step into your divine season. Don't skip this, my child. Your pain had purpose. The one who replaced you was never competition, they were just a mirror reflecting what you've outgrown. Heaven had to remove the counterfeit before sending the real. And now, the Real is here. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. My beloved child, lift your head. You've passed through the valley of heartbreak and stepped into the mountain of destiny. Every tear you shed became a seed of manifestation. And now, your harvest is here. The one who doubted you will soon witness your abundance, your happiness, your peace. And deep down, they'll realize, losing you was their awakening. But for you, it was liberation. Archangel Michael says, do not look back. Keep walking. Because what's ahead of you is love that mirrors heaven, loyal, pure, and eternal. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The next person you meet will feel like home, not chaos. That's your sign that heaven has completed your story of restoration. And when that happens, remember this moment, because this is where your miracle began. My beloved child. Don't skip this part, you've come too far, and the most powerful revelation is still unfolding. The universe is moving pieces around you, aligning events that will make every heartbreak make sense. What once broke you will now build your legend. The person who left you is now walking through their own storm. The false happiness they showed the world has turned into quiet suffering behind closed doors. Every day, they wonder if they'll ever feel peace again. But peace doesn't return when you betray the one who carried your heart gently. They see your name everywhere. In dreams, on billboards, in random songs. It's as if heaven itself refuses to let them forget what they destroyed. They tried to run, but guilt is faster. They tried to silence it, but the truth echoes louder every night. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because while they drown in regret, heaven is preparing your spotlight moment, a season where your glow will blind those who once doubted your worth. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. They still check your social media, pretending they don't care. But each post feels like a dagger of truth, you've moved on, and they can't handle it. They compare every new connection to you, and none measure up. You were the one who felt like home, and now they live without shelter in their own soul. The person they replaced you with has shown their true nature. Fake affection, jealousy, manipulation, all of it has shattered their illusion. And now, your ex sits there, realizing they traded a diamond for dust. Archangel Michael says, let them watch. Don't hide your light to make them comfortable. You were never meant to shrink for someone who couldn't handle your worth. Shine so bright that even their regret becomes your testimony. Don't skip this, something divine is aligning. Your story is about to shift in public view. People will whisper, "They made it through everything." Heaven is setting your table before those who underestimated your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. They've started reaching out to people close to you, asking subtle questions, pretending they're just curious. But the truth is, they're desperate. They want to know if you've forgiven them, if you still care, if there's any way back in. But heaven says, that door closed the moment you found peace. My beloved child, their sadness isn't punishment, it's revelation. They're finally seeing you as heaven always did, irreplaceable. They thought walking away was freedom, but now they see it was exile from divine love. Don't skip, because what's about to happen will leave you speechless. You'll soon receive confirmation, maybe through a dream, maybe through a message, showing that everything you endured had purpose. Every heartbreak was setting the stage for something grander. Archangel Michael says, you are entering your recompense era. Every lost year, every sleepless night, every tear, heaven is paying it all back in double portions of joy. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Now they sit alone, staring at their phone screen, wondering if they should type your name. But they don't, because they know they no longer have access to your energy. They feel like a stranger to someone who once would have crossed oceans for them. Every moment you stayed silent became their loudest lesson. Every boundary you set became their biggest regret. They're finally realizing that love without loyalty means nothing. Don't skip this part, my child. Because the universe is not just closing old doors, it's about to open divine gates. You're stepping into a timeline where joy flows naturally, where love feels effortless, where peace becomes permanent. Archangel Michael says, the storm is over. Step into your sunrise. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. They tried to find you in others but failed every time. No one matched your spirit, your warmth, your way of making chaos feel safe. Every new person reminded them of what they threw away. Now, they crave your presence more than ever, but all they find is silence, your divine silence. Heaven has taken your pain and turned it into purpose. You've been elevated, my child, far beyond where they could ever reach. That's why every time they dream, it's you they see, not because they deserve you again, but because heaven is reminding them what they lost forever. Don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter of your life will unfold like divine poetry. You'll find yourself in places you once only imagined, surrounded by people who see you as heaven intended, sacred, chosen, unstoppable. Your light is no longer hidden. It's time for the world to witness your redemption. Type Amen to get blessing 3131.